have a view of the driver combinations for this season and bring to you the calendar for the 2025 season in Formula One football. Nottingham Forest. I can see the replay of the game just in front of me. Yesterday at the Millennium, mentioned that Pereira, the new head coach of Wolves, lost his first game in charge of the side. A 3-0 victory to make sure they are 6 points behind table toppers Liverpool, and now they can dream of a Champions League place next season. Would examine their chances of qualifying for the Champions League the coming campaign. Espirito Santos looks like he's leading the boys to the promised land. Taiwo Awoniyi on the score sheet yesterday, his first goal in the Premier League this season, and it came in the year 2025. Milan Derby in the Super Cup in Italy, although the game was played in Saudi Arabia. How did AC Milan come from a 2-goal deficit to defeat Inter Milan? For Inter, Lautaro Martinez, who was their top goal scorer last season, isn't scoring so much. However, he was on the score sheet yesterday. Conceição, who just came in, replaced Paulo Fonseca, has won a trophy after 2 games. And how did they do it? Defeating Juventus and Nerazzurri. Perfect time to be an AC Milan fan. The Carabao Cup game is today. The Emirates, the Arsenal play Newcastle United. The last time Newcastle got a victory at the Emirates in all competitions was in 2014. Over 11 years ago. Well, the Magpies do something in the first leg of the semi-final clash today. All this and more to come on the show. Alright, let me do it when you smile. The world stops and stares for a while. You're amazing. Just the way you are. How you doing?
Thank you. Good morning.
You said thank you.
Yes.
Wow. You hardly do that. Yes, you don't tell me thank you. Do you do that?
Precious, thank you for the million times I've not said thank you. Thank you. So that's a million thank yous. Right?
Give me you.
That thank you should last us for the remaining of the year. Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to Show Sports. I mean, Precious came loaded today.
I came loaded?
Yeah. I mean, they will say if you cannot take the heat, leave the kitchen. This kitchen, I can't leave it because the heat is too much. But we thank God for life. Yeah. Let's get started.
Simeon, I saw your face yesterday. I'm seeing it again today. How you doing?
That's the grace of God for you, brother. I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. Well, I'm alive. It is what it is. Glad to be here, you know. Yeah.
You have few words for us today. Kilosha.
It's just one of those things.
You usually have a lot in that mouth of yours.
Yeah, it's just one of those.
Even Aaron seems to be a bit.
I mean, I have a.
No, you have a problem?
No.
Are you good?
Why are you quiet?
I'm asking, are you good? Are you guys good?
I mean, I'm not.
I'm usually this, I'm the guy with this, kind of. Yeah. So what's happening today? Did I sleep on Simeon's bed? I can't do that.
You absolutely
because he has.
You absolutely cannot.
Oh, I can't do that, right? Never stab a brother in the back. Ari, I don't wish to sleep in your bed.
Just me.
Just what?
I said trust me. That's a story for another day.
A story for another day. It's a Tuesday, and the Arsenal play Newcastle United today. Yesterday on the show, we didn't give football a lot of minutes. We'll do that today. Although we have to comment from the world of NBA, hear from this man who was player of the match and the Boxers' victory this morning.
It's been a little hard to come by in the last week plus. So just to kind of put together the focus, the consistency for 40 minutes and get it done. I imagine it feels good, but also could it be one of those things that, again, a reminder of if we do what we're supposed to do, can win games the way you want to win games.
Definitely. I think, it was the way we did it. That was the most important thing. Like you said, we came out with our minds right and we was able to sustain it for a full game. The ball was moving. I think defensively we helped each other. We communicated. We were physical. We just had a presence, and I think the way we played, we could have success doing it that way against anything. And I think that was like the biggest takeaway from a game like tonight. this, and we have this type of focus, and we're connected like this, and we do it over all 4 quarters. It won't guarantee you a win every night, but you're gonna win a lot of games this way. So we just gotta hold on to that feeling and that mentality, and just try to carry over to the next game and try to sustain it.
Voice of Damian Lillard. We just got to hold on to that feeling and the mentality. For the Milwaukee Bucks, had to come back from 2 losses on the chart against the Toronto Raptors. Final result is 128-104. Damian Lillard, player of the match, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Bobby Portis, 20 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Giannis with a triple-double, 11 points, 12 rebounds, 13 assists. For the Bucks this season, they are 5th seed in the Eastern Conference. Harry, how would you describe their season so far?
I don't want to say excellent, right? Because I remember I was here when they started, and I know how they started. Not a lot of positives for them when the season started, to be honest. But then with the fact that Giannis was averaging 30 plus points per game, at some points that was not still enough to win them games. And things kind of turned around for them, and now they're having the good ride. Are we going to see them win it again? Oh, maybe not. But are they going on a ride where it looks like they'll make it to the playoffs? Absolutely. And honestly, I feel like the real fun starts towards the end of the regular season. After
70 games, 71 games.
I mean, then it looks like there's now a sense of urgency in everybody. Everyone is now rushing. Oh, you don't want to lose games. Because I remember, was it the Lakers, the Lakers Golden State Warriors game? I don't know if it was the Christmas Day game or not. But it was the Lakers Golden State Warriors game that the player beat the buzzer with a 2 points, and the Lakers won that game. It was. I saw the look on what's his name? I saw the look of Steph Curry's face when that player beat the buzzer and he got the 2. When he got the 2 pointers, it was sad. But then it's a regular game. I mean, it's not. But that kind of game towards the end of the season, a buzzer beater like that can send shock waves down the spine of everybody in the bleachers, including the players on the court. So it's been a good drive for Milwaukee Bucks. At some point they were down, and then now it looks like they are up, and Damian Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo are doing everything needed for them to make sure they win games. But we have to wait till 7. In fact, everything starts when you've played games 60 plus, because that time you will see the real contenders. It's franchise from each conference, right? That's where the real competition is going to be from.
For the Bucks, the last time they won the NBA championship was in 2021, and which was the second time in the franchise's history. First time was 1971, so they're 50 years between their triumph. For Simeon, what do you make of the Bucks this season? 5th seed.
You look at even the stats for them. They've lost 16 and they've won 18. It's a real close call for them. But then. And it is one of those days where I have to agree with Arinola that it's not. It's as much as this time of the season matters. When the real war starts is when the season is going into 60-70 games. That is when that is when the big boys come out to play. But then, like I said about what was this other team from the Western Conference yesterday? OKC Thunders. Yeah, like I said about them that. Yeah, you might say that it's when the season has gotten into 60-70 games, that is when the big boys come out to play. What you've done in this part of the season might also help you when every other factor starts to set in. When you've amassed what you need to amass now, others just be playing catch up. When you have everything going for you, if you have the chance to win 50-60 games now, before that time, maybe you've won 55 out of 65 that you've played. And maybe the second seed has maybe like 40 games. Then they have to play catch up. They've won like 40 games, then they have to play catch up. So like I said, as much as it's still not time when the big boys come out to play, it is also the time for you to amass, what is going to carry you at least into the playoffs. So yeah, but it's too early to roll out the Milwaukee Bucks.
Alright, for Victor Wembanyama, he started in a losing course for the Spurs with 23 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists. He also amassed 8 blocked shots in that game, and for the Spurs, they've now lost back-to-back games. They are 10th seed in the Western Conference. Their loss this morning was against the Chicago Bulls, who were bullish against them, 114-110. Alright, this is uninspiring from the Spurs. Mitch Johnson.
I mean, I was not waiting for you to see the new, but it's for San Antonio Spurs, right? I think it's getting to a point where I have to sit down and rethink my affiliations. Yes, it's getting to that point. But I know with the Spirit of God in me, there's no going
back.
There's no going back.
Always and forever.
Always and forever. Does not,
the original.
Because I'm not just supporting San Antonio Spurs. For San Antonio Spurs.
But they're having a better season.
Yeah,
the previous one.
See, they're having a better season. Maybe because
it tells how bad they were last season.
They were bad. They were last.
No, that's what I'm saying. It tells you how bad they were last season. Because 18, they've won 18, they've lost 18.
They were bad. This, but now they're in conversations because Chris Paul is there now, right? There's some sort of hate to Victor Wembanyama, and Popovich is out.
On his own is having a fantastic season.
He's been climbing the NBA MVP ladder. Popovich is out, and I for one have been a huge advocate of Popovich sitting on the retirement chair.
Did you see the latest statement where he said he envisages a return?
I cannot wait to come back. I know. See, for a man like Popovich, it feels like he does it better or he does it the best. And if he's not in charge of that team, no one can do it like him. But I need him to sit down wherever he is right now. He should listen, sit down, look at what this franchise was able to do in his absence. Were they excellent? No. Right? Before falling off. And all of that happened when Popovich, became heel. I hope he's better, and I hope, whatever illness he got, it has completely gone. They've gotten rid of it, because it's not a good thing for a man his age to be getting healed like that. But is it time for him to just leave it off? Yes, please, just let it go. If we're talking about, of all the coaches in the NBA franchise, like at this point, even if I cannot mention all of them, of the ones I know, that man has the biggest pedigree, the best. He has the biggest CV. He's packed. He's a legend. He will not retire today. If he retires today, he will go down in history as one of the best NBA coaches ever. So I feel like he has seen it, that he has done it with them before, so he can do it again. That's what he's looking at. That's what he's high in his head. I'm going to take this team back to the glory, to the good old days. So for San Antonio Spurs, it's going to be business as usual. Might not make the playoffs. Wembanyama, at some point, if they don't look for aid for him, when I mean aid, reinforcement, maybe not reinforcement, but aid, someone to complement him. If they don't get compliment for Victor Wembanyama, there's going to be a possibility. I know sports member has been saying that they will do everything they can to make sure he does not leave. But if it continues like this, I'm sure he'll give himself sense.
It's closer to leaving than staying.
If they cannot get hate for him. But that's what with the influence that Popovich has and all we've been seeing with the NBA these days, with the kind of trade everything has been, the way it has been going on, they'll probably get hate and not want to let him go. But if he leaves, that's just the downfall they've been waiting for.
Dallas Mavericks were without Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, and they've suffered their 5th successive defeat. Their recent loss came against the Memphis Grizzlies, 119-104. This man turns 40 today.
Nice work, Lewis. That's a P4, mate. And that's the end of an era. Got to say, mate, it's been epic working with you.
Lewis, that was the drive of a world champion. That's the drive of a world champion. Amazing.
Thanks, Santa. How was fun? Good, man. Stellar job today, bud. But yeah, it's been a pleasure all the way.
Yeah, that was the final time that Sir Lewis Hamilton was in the car of Mercedes. He turns 40 years of age today. And we understand that when the new season commences this year, 2025, he will be with Ferrari. Now, let's have a look at the calendar for this upcoming F1 season. We cannot wait. Begins on the 14th here of March. First race is in Australia. Then there's the one in China, Japan, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Miami, and Italy, Monaco, Spain, Canada, Austria, United Kingdom. Then there's the pre-season test. That will be 2026, between the 26th and 28th of February. It goes to Belgium, Hungary, the Netherlands, Italy, Azerbaijan, Singapore, the USA, Mexico, Brazil, Las Vegas, Qatar, and Abu Dhabi. 24 races for the new F1 season. And guys, I want us to have an examination. So F1 fans were told to vote for their best driver lineup for 2025. And this was the top 3 combinations. The first, for Ferrari, Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton, or Sir Lewis Hamilton. For McLaren, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. And for the car brand, Mad Max is with, trying to remember the name right now. Aaron, help me with that.
Ooh.
Max Verstappen.
Oh.
Red Bull, right?
Okay. I mean, I have to think. Did you forget Max's name? The fact that we are so used to calling him Mad Max, I think that's his name.
Yeah. Max Verstappen and Lawson came third. So let me ask Simy the question. Which combination are you looking forward to this new year?
I think it has to be the most voted for.
Okay.
They
have 56% of the votes.
Yeah, our salary partners will like it's going to be. It's going to be a must watch. Yeah. Two experienced drivers doing amazing things and now they're coming together. It's like having a Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi on the same team. You know, you just cannot wait to see. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like having a Cristiano Ronaldo.
False equivalence.
Maybe not in terms of accomplishments. Yeah, maybe not in terms of accomplishments. You know, but when it comes to talent and what these guys have done, the experience, you can liken it to them. You know, or maybe a Messi is not Ibrahimovic. Okay, but I think that's a better. I think that's a better. You understand? So yeah, I would say it's
so with Messi, Salary,
of course. Salary, of course.
I mean, I don't know who na go to be now. I don't know. I don't catch you now.
No. It's not a good conversation. It's just Salary is whoever he thinks he is. So yeah.
Okay.
Salary
and Leclerc. Yeah. Okay, Aaron, talk to us.
Drum rolls, please.
What do you
The McLaren guys.
Yeah, Lewis and Oscar.
Yeah.
Because of what they did last season.
Because last year I remember wanting to anchor. Last year.
It's last
2024. I remember wanting to anchor an edition of outside football, and it was not something like this though. But you know, they brought out players. I stumbled upon a page, and you know, we asked to drop our players that are most likely to improve in 2025 and what you know they did in 2024. And I looked at Lando and I looked at Oscar's season, and
you were wild.
I was wild. Two young guys, right? Lando looked like the man to give Mad Max the run for his money, but everything Mad Max had done earlier in the season was already speaking for him later on. So Lando did not have the chance to catch up. Even if he played the catch-up game for a million years, I wasn't was going to catch up last season. So I looked at him and I was like, okay, these are two young, talented guys, skilled, technically wise. They had to let one, they had to let one win for the other last season. I don't know if you remember that particular Grand Prix. They had to, you know, let one. They had to. I don't know who they gave them. I think they gave Norris the win instead of Oscar because of some technical issues. McLaren were first and second. Then they had to, you know, do whatever it is they did. And I looked at it and I was like,
they won the Constructors' Championship.
They did. I looked at
first time in a long while.
I looked at their performance in 2024 season, and I was like, if we are going to see improvement from any car brand this season, it's going to be McLaren because of these two guys. And I feel like, in as much as it looks like they push Lando more forward, they give equal amounts of support to the two guys. But when you look at the other car brands, I understand the Messi Ronaldo comparison, but I just feel like when it comes to who looks more likely to win them anything, is always is definitely going to be if it's Charles Leclerc and Sir Lewis, it's definitely going to be Lewis they'll give it to. So my point is, McLaren, they have two drivers that complement each other, and if they put them together, they can win them the championship. So it's going to be Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri for me.
Okay, away from F1, let's embrace football and just reflect on how AC Milan did that magic yesterday. Here was the celebration in the dressing room. Trust me, Milan's dressing room was like a party yesterday after the victory that earned them their 8th Super Cup title, the Derby della Madonnina, like it's called. And AC Milan produced a stunning comeback to beat their rivals Inter and lift the trophy. So this is how things went down. Inter opened scoring just on the stroke of halftime. The Argentine Lautaro Martinez and Taremi, after 2 minutes in the second 45, got the second goal for Inter. Then Theo Hernandez, from a direct free kick, scored in the 52nd minute. Christian Pulisic, the former Chelsea man, got the equalizer to make it 2-2 in the 80th minute. And in stoppage time, Tammy Abraham struck, and it became Inter 2, AC Milan 3. Now, that was a special game, although I think it would have been more special if it were played at the San Siro. But we saw it happen in Saudi Arabia, as it's always been in recent times, with respect to the Super Cup in Italy. So Inter 2, AC Milan 3. Now, while this is remarkable, it's not just the result and the triumph for AC Milan, but the manner with which they've won the game, and also the opponents. I guess who did it, Simeon?
See, I for one, I love the fact that Milan won it. That's AC Milan, because I mean they're both Milan sides. So I love the fact that the right side of Milan won it. But I think it heightens whatever expectation for Ponsor. Yeah. It heightens whatever expectation, because I mean now he's dealt with Juventus and Inter in space of 1 week. Space of 1 week. So now he has to keep his cigar back in the park and now look to building on this momentum, because it's one thing to win a trophy, and of course when it comes to it, everybody's going to say bring your trophy to the table. That is why certain American is not one of the greatest strikers to ever grace the game. You understand? But it's more than just the Supercoppa Italiana, for Milan. It's the fact that they've not exactly confidence inspiring this season particularly. So they have to stabilize their ship, and return back to that side that drives fear in the hearts of many, locally and on the continent. So yeah, that's it.
So for the AC Milan, it was their 8th title. Yes, as regards the Super Cup in Italy, and they stopped Inter from winning their 9th. So right now, Inter and AC Milan have the same number of Super Cup titles in Italy. And like Simeon mentioned, for Conceição, it was just his 2nd game in charge of the side. In fact, Conceição is the Milan manager who has taken the fewest matches to win the trophy in the history of the club in all competitions since 1929-1930 season. That's about 95 years ago. Is it ready for us to say that sacking Paulo Fonseca was the right move?
And he did it in just 7 days, right? If I'm not mistaken. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something that has taken some managers 5 years to get. So. Anyways, for Paulo Fonseca.
So it's less than 7 days.
It's less than 7 days.
Yes, they played Juventus last
and Tottenham have been
Friday.
looking for a trophy since when? Tottenham also have been looking for a trophy since when? Yeah. My little brother that was born that time. So they sweet to you. Thank you, my brother. It will soon be a result to, you know.
Oh, you're here as a woman now.
We go and Dobale for.
Wait, see, are you guys joking? 28? No, now.
28 is now 17. 28. Yeah, that's 17.
He's still a teenager.
Yeah. He should be in 100 level.
Oh, please.
He's not 200.
Go on, don't worry.
He's already doing. He's already
he's already thinking about to make money to raise his family. Anyways, for AC Milan, I'm really excited for them. Like I said, it's looking like a breath of fresh air already. And if anything, I think Sergio Conceição, if it is the man I saw, it looks like a no-nonsense guy. He looks free because I saw the things he did in the dressing room after they won that title. A lot of things we cannot see on radio. So for Sergio Conceição, it looks like a manager that will try his possible best to keep players he knows are best for the team, right? It's not maybe I'm just judging a book by its cover, but it looks like he's not going to put personal vendetta over the success of the team. And in this process, I'm talking about Rafael Leao, yes, because it's looking like at this point, if we should point out Kylian Mbappe, AC Milan Kylian Mbappe is Rafa for me. Some people will tell you Christian Pulisic, I don't think so, but Rafael Leao
is their poster boy.
He's their poster boy.
What of Tijani?
Tijani is there.
Season.
But Rafael Leao has a place in the heart of the fans and the club. Yes. Is that player they would not want to leave. I think Tijani has penned down a contract extension. Yes, so he's staying. Rafael Leao is a player they want to do everything in their possible best to make sure he does not leave to Barcelona, because look at Barcelona, they are broke and they are still snooping their eyes, they're trying to get players. So for Sergio Conceição is here to take them to greater heights. I said it that Paulo Fonseca want to turn them to a mid-table team. For Conceição is here to save the day. And I saw how happy Zlatan was, and you know, the fact that now they have a title, everyone is happy. They can push
2022.
Yeah, they can push for something. They're still in the Champions League in a good position. In fact, they've done excellent things this season, even under Paulo Fonseca. It's just that they fell a little short in some ways, and his way of handling the team is something that has raised eyebrows and question marks on his time as the manager of AC Milan. But now a different one is in charge of the court. Players look like they're happy. There's good energy everywhere. Let's see how long that one can last, because it's not just about bringing the fresh breath, it's about making it last long. So for AC Milan, they're definitely out of the title race. I mean, for me, they're out of the title race. Well, they're out of the title race, but they still have a Champions League to shout for.
Yes, I do agree with you. AC Milan are 8th. They have 27 points. And that's 13 behind the Inter, who are 3rd.
And when we know if this fresh of breath is going to last a long time, is if it takes them off that position and get them back to a Champions League spot before April. Now that is an assignment.
Okay, and he's not played the league game. He's not played the league game.
So there's a lot to do.
But those giants like Juventus and Inter is applaudable. Looks like magic.
AC Milan too are giants.
Well, they are, but this season they're falling short. Sleeping giants. Yeah. Okay, let's pick calls right now. What do you make of AC Milan's title triumph yesterday? And do you believe that this heightens level of expectations for Sergio Conceição, who is the new head coach of the team? He's won a trophy in the space of 4 days as AC Milan manager. Eureka. 0916-295-9763. 0915-975-0975. WhatsApp number 0905 151 0975. Before we go on the break, we'd have to look at Inter and if this will be a moral dampener for them. And also the fact that Lautaro Martinez is struggling this season. On Facebook, we're live, show 97.5 FM. Lawal Hafiz says, from Precious Twine to Simeon, Ekaro, please. Who won the man of the match for the AC Milan Inter game yesterday? Tammy Abraham, that's his name. It goes on to say, and I see Newcastle scoring 2 goals against the Arsenal today, 2-2 draw. And in addition, with the way Ari analyzes cricket, the way she analyzed cricket during Sports Friday this morning, I recommend her playing cricket. He said you should play cricket. Can't you play cricket?
I don't know Jack.
You know, I don't know Jack.
I don't know Jack. I don't even know if I'm supposed to swing my arm like this. I mean, it's different, studying how the game is played and you actually knowing how to use your body to play it. I can decide, okay, I can take the bat and decide, okay, this is what I'm going to do, but I'm going to be doing it right. It's not easy. It's not a part of me.
Alright, for Christian Pulisic, he has now scored 10 goals this season in 22 appearances for AC Milan. Last season, he scored 15 goals. In his previous career, he had only succeeded once with more than 10 goals, and that was in the 2019-20 season when he did 11 at Chelsea. So it looks like Milan is home, and he's found it. Simeon Lautaro Martinez, in the league this season, he scored 6 goals. Thuram has 12. That's double of his number of goals, and he's not been starting games and scoring as much as he did last season. Is this a cause for concern for the narrative?
I would say so, but I would say so in the sense that, considering the fact that it was one of the highest five actually last season, and all of a sudden he's sitting on the bench, I want to believe that there is more to it than we know, because I mean, you should be backing your highest goal scorer last season, even if he's not giving the goods. You still keep starting him, not keep him on the bench. So I want to believe that there is something more that we can see, but for a player, you would have that number, from him coming from the bench. But I want to believe that there is more to it, or maybe he's not in the right frame. Maybe there is more to it, but not in the way we think. Maybe he's going through a rough patch, and then the coach just feels okay. Why we do with this? Let's have someone else take up the responsibility, of leading the team, when it comes to goals and all of that. So maybe, but I do believe that there is more to it than meets the eye. And that is why, I mean, you don't just keep your ISO scorer on the bench last season. You don't just keep your ISO scorer last season rather, on the bench just all of a sudden. So yeah, I want to believe that there is something.
And I have a theory. The Ballon d'Or's not been affected him psychologically. He didn't make the top 3. It's still a surprise to me.
Yeah, it's still a surprise. But you look at a player of Martinez's caliber. I really do not think that should.
What is his caliber?
He's a proper striker, but he's not the player that will be in the news for awards. So the fact that he's been snubbed for the top 3, I do not think that should faze him, because I mean it's not something that you're expecting in the first place. He came to the conversation when he was going between when the whole fiasco that Rodri should have won, it should be Vinicius, and then we started to look at their stats and we said, okay, there is this certain man. It's something like Martinez has this and this and this, and that was when we got into the conversation. It wasn't as if he was initially in the conversation. Yeah, he had what he had, but it wasn't initially in the conversation. It was when he was becoming a fiasco of Rodri shouldn't have won it, he should have been Vini. That was when he came into the conversation. I do not think that would have I don't think that would have affected.
Okay, stay on the dial. Let's pay our bills. We'll be right back.
Whether you're at home, on the road,
one new victory over Bayern, and Emery's tactical.
Chilling with friends. Shore 97.5 FM is your ultimate companion. Stay on the dial.
As you may have people say, fashion reflects who you are, what you are, and how enlightened you are. Allow me to introduce to you manufacturing clothing company in Lagos, Nigeria. Wind North Limited. We produce wears such as branded and unbranded polo, t-shirts, jersey, hoodies, joggers, sportswears, uniforms for schools, and all kinds of trending fashion styles. Wind North Limited. We are also into banner printing, customized caps, mugs, and bags. Call us today on 0805 434 4688. Again, 0805 434 4688. Or locate us at Kilometer 3 Owode Ibeshi Road, Ikorodu, Lagos. Check us on Facebook at Wind North, that is WNDNRTH. Are you a businessman or woman? Boutique owners, come and enjoy special discount from Wind North.
The action never stops. The excitement continues on show 97.5 FM Lagos, Nigeria. Still short sports comes your way Mondays through Fridays, 11 a.m. up until noon. Although we tend to leave here 5 minutes before noon, so we can make way for the news flash. I'm Precious. I have Simy and Arinola on the broadcast. In case you missed out on the earlier moments, I had a conversation about Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks, their form, their chances of making it into the playoffs. I also looked at the new F1 season. It's months away, but we cannot wait for us to see Lewis Hamilton in a Ferrari car. This time, let's do football, and I'll tell you that Real Madrid, won their game yesterday in the Copa del Rey round of 32. A victory against the Deportiva Minera, a team that play in the 4th tier of Spanish football. Valverde opened the scoring after 5 minutes. Camavinga scored at the goal with the brace of Modric, the old war horse. Got the 5th for Vinicius Jr., no Kylian Mbappe, no Rodrigo. Those players did not start. Villa, Endrick, and Brahim Diaz. How good, Ari, is this? Should I call this their second trio in a?
Yeah, because Hendrik sleeps on the bench. On the bench is see, Kwasi is in Barcelona. Is tearing up attackers.
Well, Barca do not have quality like Real Madrid. Can we say that?
Yeah.
Yes, but Kubasi is still living up to the expectations. On who you have in that defense line. Kubasi will start anywhere.
Yeah,
I'm saying it confident.
Yeah.
Kubasi that I have seen play, he will start anywhere.
He will start at Liverpool.
He will start at
Liverpool.
Kubasi will start at Liverpool.
What puts
everybody on the Gomez used to start at Liverpool.
Today is special. I've been agreeing with Sarah since morning.
Sorry. Kubasi will not bench a Konate over Juventus.
That's
experience.
These people ahead of him.
And depends on what you are not depends on what you are not looking for in that your defense.
Exactly.
I'm a firm believer of different teams, different opposition calls for different approach. There is a defense backline that will not mind a backline of Konate and Kubasi, or a backline of Virgil van Dijk and Kubasi, or Konate Virgil van Dijk. Kubasi will start. Trust me, Kubasi will not go to Liverpool and sit on the bench half of the season. Absolutely not.
You guys been serious?
Yes, I am.
Who's that good?
Kubasi.
Yes, Paul Kubasi, the 17-year-old Spain international.
Martinez suffered in the Ballon d'Or conversation. No PR. Believe me.
Because he's a defender.
If Kubasi
William Yabasta at Liverpool. Precious, William Yamasta at Liverpool.
Lamin will not bench Mark Metala on the right.
William Yamasta at Liverpool.
Will not.
They will create space for him.
How?
They will.
I don't understand what you.
When they find
he used to play as a right back.
When they find him.
It's an odd day. Both of you saying Kubasi will start at Liverpool.
Yes.
And I'm cringing.
So what?
See, I've come to realize how much singing praises and PR. Precious hold on. I've come to realize how singing praises and PR affect how we perceive things. And I think because Paul Kubasi is not getting that PR, do not place him at the level or at the level of his hands.
Okay, now let's look
because he's starting Champions League games at the biggest of stages.
Barcelona.
Yes, he started the semi-final.
Sorry. Which centre back do Barca have?
At that time they had At that time they had they had
I will not use the word yo-yo defenders.
Apart from the fact that even if he's not yo-yo, what's this guy's name now? That is in America now. What's his name? Oh, the Barcelona academy player that is in America. I can't remember.
He's not a defender.
No, we are saying that nobody cares if they are broke. See, we're talking about. See, have you ever seen a broke woman that has pride? That is Barcelona.
Then get pride.
So if you are not good, you will not start. Doesn't matter how old you are.
So look at Fran Asensio for Real Madrid. He's been starting games. Yeah.
How many games has he started now?
It's starting from somewhere.
No, no, hold on. See, when we say starting games, what does that mean?
Precious, I'm getting somewhere. Don't palpitate. He's been starting Precious. He's been starting games. Alright.
How many games has he started?
Precious now. Okay. He's been starting games. And now he's been starting games because first choice defenders are on the bench. But does that mean he's not good enough? No. What do you have out of him?
Say now.
Experience.
He's not good enough. It's simple. When Varane joined Real Madrid, there was a Pepe and he was starting games. He was benching him. If you're good, you can be young and bench a player who is more experienced. Kubasi is not good enough to start for Liverpool.
Kubasi will start for Liverpool.
He would start for Liverpool. And I'll put
Kubasi will start for Liverpool.
Kubasi will start for Liverpool.
See, he might not bench Virgil van Dijk because he's the captain, but trust me, some games
not as good as Virgil van Dijk.
I'm not saying he's as good. It's not about as good as Virgil van Dijk. Can you play in that position and be effective? Kubasi will play in a centre back position for Liverpool and be effective.
Okay.
So for Real Madrid now, I think I prefer. I think I'm
17 years, but you're not giving him his flowers. And that's just it.
No. Okay. Anyways, go.
I think I prefer the combination of Rodrigo, Kylian Mbappe, and Vinicius Junior. Yes, it looks like for this man, Don Carlo is finally having an insight of how the team should be. Yeah, how we should be able to put them around each other so that you free up Jude Bellingham. We've always known Don Carlo Ancelotti as that manager that lets you play freely. He gives you the freedom to express yourself, and that has not been happening. In fact, as soon as Kylian joined that team, it disfigured. There was disfiguration. Because he felt like you have too many. Exactly, you have too many of these players, and let's try to accommodate them in different positions. So for Carlo, all it takes is proper rotation. At some point, Guardiola had a lot of let's say world class now, a lot of top quality players on his squad. Majority of them play in the same position. What helped him? How was he able to get the best out of his team? Squad rotation. Pep Guardiola did not have a first 11 for the longest of time. He's always coming and will surprise you. So I think that is what Carlo Ancelotti has been finding difficult to do at the beginning of the season, but now it looks like everything is coming well into play for him. Adagula is a young man, quite young, and it looks like that it looks like a very demure player with that. I don't know, there's just something about him that he gives you that kind of confidence that once he gets on the ball, he will do good.
Nottingham Forest were victorious yesterday, 3-0 in their game against Wolves at the Molineux, and Tawawuni scored his first goal of the season in that victory, and it was the final goal for Nottingham Forest. Now for Forest, they've won 6 games on the Pounds. Their best winning run since 1967, 57 years ago, and in that period defeated Everton, Spurs, Brentford, Aston Villa and Manchester United.
High-flying sides. Three out of the last 6 high-flying sides, and they managed to keep a Tottenham Hotspur attack silent, a Brentford attack silent, a Wolves attack silent. I think I'm not giving this company the flower of deserve. Yeah.
Anyways, maybe you can give them flowers after the show. Right now, they are 6 points behind Liverpool. Forest can dream of a Champions League place, right?
Yeah, anyone can dream.
Well, I would not say they should dream. I would say they should take
the 14th of January.
No, come back and discuss it. Take it to the bank.
I don't see Liverpool losing any game till the end of January.
Okay.
They might drop points, but Nottingham Forest will not beat Liverpool.
Okay.
You want to do a double?
Hello there. Good morning to you.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I'm fine from the beginning.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, according to what you people are saying now that I listened to about if Forest will make it for the Champions League spot. I believe when the time is right, the table will take its shape. So Forest will not make that of maybe Europa spot or maybe conference spot.
All right, fine.
Secondly, please, there's a game going on in Australia. Please, are you update me about it?
All right. We'll do that before we leave the show. Thanks so much, fine. It says when the time is right, we'll have a rearrangement of the table. I don't know how the time is not right after 20 games played.
See, I think maybe because Nottingham Forest are efficient, they don't look like that side that you will say that they will trash anything, and I like it for them. There's no PR. They are as compact in defense as they are in attack. They are not giving you that
small team, so they cannot be PR.
There are small teams that have had PR. West Ham have had the PR. Newcastle United, Brighton, Everton. Are you?
See, one thing Nottingham are doing is they are taking one game at a time. They are as compact in defense as.
They are not in the media giving us, telling us they are not in the media.
You look at the teams they've played against. These are teams that have worried even the big boys this season. Brentford have Wisa and Mbemo. They did not score one goal like this against Nottingham Forest.
Forest were the first team to beat Brentford at home in the Premier League this season.
Okay, we'll come back on the 20th and talk about their win against.
It's on the 14th.
Okay, yes. On the 15th. We'll come back on the 15th and talk about you. Okay.
So you're saying that Forest will beat Liverpool?
It's even at the City ground. But maybe 1-0, maybe 2-1, but they will beat Liverpool.
I love your confidence. Hi there. Good morning to you. Welcome. Hello, you there?
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, my name is Mr. Gordon from Akikuta.
Mr. Gordon, that's us.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that as I already entered the second stanza of the league, from now onwards, Liverpool will be dropping points.
Liverpool will be dropping points.
After the dropping points, they'll be losing games.
Okay.
Yes. When Man City was about to lose, I predicted that. I told people who cares that from now, because what I'm saying is what they're saying. They believe what Guardiola was saying was nobody can challenge him. I told them from now, the way I saw Guardiola team doing. By that time, the last match they played, it was like, if I made that prediction, was against Arsenal. Arsenal was down with 10 men. But it takes them 9-minute game before they can equalize that. It's not the Barcelona I used to know. And the same thing will happen to Liverpool. From now, not only dropping, but they'll be losing games. And I think I'm with you with that station. When it comes, I will let you people know. They'll be losing games and dropping points. Liverpool. Thank you.
Thanks so much. You support the Arsenal, so I mean that's your heart desire for Liverpool to drop points. We understand. Let's hear from the man in charge of the Arsenal. His name, Mikel Arteta.
Okay. And I just, can I take you back to those and then sort of kind of just how important that was for you and the evolution of the team? And I guess now, as manager, just how important is it to win some silverware? You've got two massive games in the next 6 days. How important is that for you as a manager in your evolution?
Well, it's the icing on the cake. Obviously, we work every single day to achieve that, to bring joy to our people, and there is not a single moment that stands out more than actually when you have that cup and you are offering that cup to your supporters and you share it with the people that you work every day with. So there are many.
9 p.m. Nigerian time. 9 p.m. Nigerian time today. Arsenal take a huge step towards another domestic title. They play Newcastle at the Emirates, and the last time Newcastle got a victory at the Emirates in any competition at all was far back in 2010, and the Cairo got the goal 1-0. The results are in favor of the Magpies. So when they play at the Emirates, it's always difficult. Good news is that Simeon, the EFL Cup semi-final is a two-legged affair. So
good news maybe. For Arsenal and the crisis right now.
So if Arsenal fall short today, they can make up.
I don't see Arsenal falling short actually. Maybe a draw, but I believe Arsenal want to put everything on the table to win this game. I think they're playing at home.
Yeah, Arsenal at home.
So they want to put everything on the table, to win this game because the trip to St. James Park is not always going to be, a smooth sail. So Arsenal are going to want to throw everything, on the floor. And everybody that plays on the right now are injured for them because Sakara and Sterling and So, but as Arsenal will still try to legit things, maybe start a carry up front, play with Gabriel Jesus, man on that right hand side and play Martinelli and Trossard on the left hand side. Mikel Arteta will still come up with something, but it's going to be tough.
Okay, 30 seconds. Hi there. Good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This is Jaffa.
All right. 30 seconds, Gaffa, please.
Yeah, I've actually missed the show, gone.
Oh.
I've missed a lot of the show. You know. So for Arsenal Newcastle, I'm wishing Newcastle the best. They are in form.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, it's scoring goals. Arsenal cannot keep clean sheet. They don't have a right wing back. So I think Newcastle will do a decent job. For Nottingham Forest, wow, they are just surprising me every game by game. And it's Liverpool they are facing next. So that's the top of the table clash. So let's see.
Table clash.
It is. So they are not like Arsenal and Chelsea. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gaffa. We have another person here. Thinking, should I pick this one? Okay, you have 20 seconds. Good morning to you. Welcome.
Hello. Hello.
Sorry about that. I could not hear you. Guys, let's not forget that Newcastle are facing Arsenal this season at the St. James's Park, and Alexander Isak got the goal